Now, for many a carp angler, you only have to mention the name Yateley and it makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Yateley for many years in the UK has been the home of carp fishing, and there's some absolute gems down here. Now, we're lucky enough to be here for our annual Wychwood Social, where all the team has ascended onto the beautiful Swan Valley Lakes. And what a lake this place is. It's rich in history, it's rich in undergrowth, weed, tranquility and wildlife. It really is a special place, and you, the public, can come here for the price of a day ticket. So that's right, it's a public access lake. There's no favours given here. You know, we've rocked up, the team's ascended today on here and we're having a social. This place is really, really beautiful. You've got these great big oak trees, canopies of willows, overhanging trees and some snags, you know, and it's crystal clear. Its depths vary from 10 feet up to sort of like 3 to 4 feet, and these fish get right up close and personal. You know, we were seeing some of the big residents that reside in this beautiful lake literally inches off the bank this morning.
Right, well, where are we? We are at Swan Valley in the heart of Yateley, and what an absolute nightmare I am having so far. And I'll speak it straight as it is. Got down yesterday morning, had a look around, managed to get Neil out of his bed, but I didn't actually get a cup of tea out of him because he's tight as hell. So carried on having a mooch around. Managed to find some fish down in this far corner. Got down before everyone else, so kept it to myself. Everyone else turned up from the rest of the team. We've done a lap of the lake, as you do with the rest of the team. Everyone's feeling confident, fish everywhere. Yeah, the fish were still down in this corner and it looked absolutely amazing, but then it come down to the draw, and anyone that knows me knows I usually come out last. So I weren't getting my hopes up because everyone had seen the fish down here and everyone was gunning for it, to be honest with you. So yeah, done the draw, and well, you know, first time ever, I come out first and just kept my mouth shut. Everyone's there, big group of us. Who's got first ticket? Who's got the first place? Oh, I've got 10th, I've got 9th. And there's me keeping quiet. Right, who's got first? That'll be me then. So, rubbing my hands together, this corner, absolute banger. Sun's out, fish are there, gear on the barrow, off I run, straight round to here. Get the rods out, still feeling confident. About an hour after the rods being out, the fish have just done that. Done the off. The wind had changed, they're hacking down here, big easterly, cold, no reason for them to be here. They've all sod off up the top end of the lake in the shallows and in the weeds. Now, predominantly this place back in the day was weedy as hell, and you know, it would hold them down here, but there's nothing down here for some reason. The weed have just gone. They're not down in the snags. So went to bed last night, was feeling half confident that they might drift in, but I weren't thinking I was going to wake up this morning to a fish on the bank, to be fair. So 8:30 this morning, as I do, started getting itchy feet. Thought I'd wait out bite time, crank the rods in, walked the lake for a best part of about 3 hours, and as you can see, the state of me covered in it, where I've been up and down trees, in and out of bushes, looking in these snags to see them. Stuff it, I'm off. Do you know what I mean? Load the gear on the barra, everything I'm about to do the off. Just as I look round to grab something, fish has fucking tail walked out over on the corner over there. So then you're like, ah, shit. Do you know what I mean? It's the only fish that I've actually seen up this end of the lake since 8:30 this morning. And right, well, what'd you do? Gear off the barra, get yourself sorted back out, get in the same swim, get the rigs ready. And yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now, to be honest with you. About to get the rods back out. It's the only sign of fish. I can't be where there's no fish, but he's giving himself away again, so I think I'm going to give it another night in here, and if it doesn't pay off, then you know, have to start looking again tomorrow and see if I can find them again tomorrow. But as it stands, I'm going to do another night here. Feeling a bit more confident now that I've seen actual fish sat down here. Let's see if we can nick a bite. But you know, everyone knows me. I can't sit still. I've got to be where the fish are, and we'll see what happens in the morning. But for now, I'm going to get the rods out. You lot can do one, and then I'm going to have a cup of tea.
Go on, smile, you git.
Do nothing but smile and laugh, and you pick your fish up, look like a right miserable bastard.
Yeah, well done, Mutty.
Mega one, that, mate. Proper cool one.
I came up third in the draw, but prior to that we had a little walk around the lake and to sort of like have with a view to what I wanted to choose if I came out quite high in the draw. I fancied actually, my first pick was the actual swim, this is the swim I'm in now. So anyway, the first things first, when I came into the swim then, doing the usual stuff, like, you know, leading around, trying to find a spot. I'd had some info as well off the on-site bailiff as well. He sort of said, you know, where he thought I should be fishing. But I found a nice spot. I got there's a tree there in front of me. There's like a little bay. I'm fishing one in our little bay, one along the front of the bush tree type of thing that's in the water. As tight as I can to it without sort of endangering the fish. If it's only comfortable fishing. But anyway, first thing this morning then, I had a savage drop back, hit into it, basically flat rodded me actually, straight into the middle of the lake. And I thought, oh, hold on, this could be something a little bit a little bit bigger than what I thought it was. You know, doing the usual, picked up my other line, had to sort all that out. But anyway, I got it in the net, looked down, oh, actually, that's not a bad sized common. On the scales, I was quite happy to see that it was 33.5 pounds. A lovely, very reminiscent of like a red mire common, that type of thing, with a nice slopey head, nice heart-shaped tail, a couple of battle scars on the one side, which all adds to the character of the fish.
Well, as is always the case on these trips, you're dead excited, you're buzzing, you go for the walk around, everyone's picking swims, picking spots, and someone has to come out last. And unfortunately for me, I was 10th in the draw. So my first, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th at nil. My phone's ringing, mate. It's hold on. Right, we'll have to start again. I'll put it on silent now. All right, we generally do have to start that one again. That wasn't my fault either.
Whose fault was it?
Well, it was the phone's fault, wasn't it? People are trying to book haircuts.
We generally do have to start that one again. That wasn't my fault either.
anything, I would leave the team.
Why?
Because she'll give me a world of grief. She is scary as shit now. Don't put that in either. You say that all the time. Is this thing meant to be lit up?
Yeah.
Because it was lit up earlier. Oh yeah, it is still lit up. Yeah. Just a bit dull. Yeah. Are you filming this whole thing? Yeah. Neil, if you put it in, boy, honestly, we'll have to have a straightener.
We've all had a walk around. I like the look of a few pegs. We've just done the draw. But unfortunately, I come out second to last, which is always fun. But decided to choose a peg, which is known as weedy corner. So I've seen a few little black shapes milling about in the weed. Put the polarise on, and I think I'm going to start off with a little bit of stalking first. Put no leads out or nothing like that, because I don't want to spook them out, because it's only a little bay. I've seen a few clear spots milling around through the weed in the clear spots. So I'll have a little go off the top first and see if we can get one. Early bite, would be nice. Right, so we've had a go at the stalking. I was told by one of the bailiffs that they're very, very cagey off the top and never, hardly come out. It's made me want to have a real good go, so I did. Got a fair few going. Fortunately, I actually struck out one, gutted, and then a bit later on, just close into the weed, one was sitting in there just taking a bit of scum off the weed. So I've just flicked past it, pulled it back into that bit of weed. I could see it sort of looking up, smelling it. I was shaking the old knees and that going. It's come up out of the weed, just took it, and I've hit into it. I've actually seen it as it's flanked. It's actually like a little fully, maybe a scraper 20. Lovely fish. It's just stripped line through the weed. Fortunately, bloody hook pull. Yeah, wounded, a little bit gutted. But I think I'm going to put one rod out to help in stalking in the weed. There's a little hole in the weed, like a little clear spot. So I'm going to get one on that, and then I'm going to put one rod out in the middle, try and find like a little silty zone. But it's very weedy out there, so I can have a little lead about, try and get that spot on. And then they've been cruising in where I lost that fish. They've been cruising in close to this margin. So I think I'm just going to flick one down to the left on a nice little slack line or something and try and nick a bite like that.
3, 2.
Well, as is always the case on these trips, you turn up, you're dead excited, everyone goes for a lap round the lake, you're picking spots that you fancy, and then you do the draw and someone has to come out last. And unfortunately for me, I was 10 out of 10 in the draw. Although it isn't ideal because my first, second, third, fourth and fifth swim were already gone, what it does mean is that you can take your time and have a walk around and you haven't got to make a decision straight away. So that's exactly what I've done yesterday. Everyone else sort of got settled in their swims and I spent the day trying to figure out where would be best, which was easier to do when everyone was already in their pegs because I could see what water was free and try and get as close to fish that I did see come the morning. So I'm in a swim called Penny's Point. It commands the biggest area of water that hasn't actually got any rods in it at the moment. And that is the main reason why I chose it. I had seen some fish to the left of the swim in another swim that I would have chose if I had the chance. So it was as close as I could get to what I felt was a good chance. I picked a spot that's at a comfortable range where I had seen some fish and I put some bait over that and then I fished a far margin spot, which is again where I had seen some fish when we'd done the walk round. Hopefully tonight we'll after a bit of a social, bring me a fish on the bank.
Giving it full Terrence back. Oh, look, naked one on there.
No, look, this is Wazzy trying to hold his fish this morning, look.
That's brilliant.
Good old girl, isn't she?
Gearing it up, look. Where's you on about?
I literally went going.
Cheeseburger pizza.
Those pizza is safe and next about.
Mate, it's cheeseburger pizza. Do not tell my Italian parents I'm eating a cheeseburger pizza. That's one step past having pineapple on it. I'll be disowned.
The access.
You'll get big heads for every 40 Wake up, got a fish, short down.
Oh my god.
Oh, mate.
Especially when you're snag fishing.
Love me a sausage. That's what it's about.
Well, good morning, and what a morning it's been. Paw Print at £46 and 2 ounces, making it my new PB. Come on then, breathe! Oh mate, that's got to be it.
Look at that.
46.2 from Swan Valley, Yateley, man. Absolutely buzzing. Look at her. When I pulled that ball of weed over the net, I didn't really know what I had. I pulled it into the bank. I couldn't really see its first light. I reached down, I felt its back. I've gone further down, felt the belly, and I knew it was one of the big girls. So I phoned the boys, they've all come round. Got it out, got it onto the mat, pulling all the weed away. We've seen it, big chunk. Adrenaline's going, don't really know what to do. So pulled it up, got the scales, the boys come to help me weigh it and stuff. Picked it up, and I can just feel the sheer weight of it. Aidy's looked at the scales. I'm nervous as he's reading it. He's looked at me and he's called it. It's a £46 and 2 ounce.
Ready?
Oh, what is she gonna go? Well, should we get that pole?
Scales on your shoulder. Ready? Ready? Yeah. What was your PB before?
43.8.
Yeah. No. You're going 46.2.
Oh, shut up, boys. £46.2 pounds. 2 ounces.
To the round, boys.
I'm sorry, I'm shaking.
Mate, I got 46.2.
46.2.
46.2,
46.2, mate.
Come on, boy.
46.2.
46.2, brother.
Oh, sick, mate. That is so sick.
Come on, let's sort of fish.
46.2.
Fucking
hell,
man. Man, that's
I knew she was a monster.
Absolute banger, mate. Look at that.
Look at her. I was choked. It's just a surreal moment to actually beat my PB at £46 2 ounce from Yateley at Swan Valley on one of the little spots what I wasn't so confident with, but it worked out there in between the weed. Spoke to John the bailiff. For definite, it's Paw Print.
They call him Beano.
We've got her back into the water to do some water shots. I've lifted her up for one last time to take one last look at her, knowing that I'll remember that moment forever. I've opened the sling to let her go, and the back on her, she's just waddled off back into the weed.
Yes, come on in! Here we go! Timmy! I'll do one more, we'll get a bit of weed in it. Come on, mate. Put your hat on the other way down, like that, and get a load of weed in it. I've got goldfish around the boat, right? Yeah, boy. Oh, yes, Brad. Fucking brilliant. Amazing. Amazing, boy. What? Hey, mate.
Ship was a billy of tea. The wind blew up and blown below them billy boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come. Are you actually filming?
No, mate, not yet.
No, because you told me that last time, and what happened? You filmed it all. Well, the swim that I was in on the other lake has been a bit quiet, so I've decided to come over to the match lake at Swan Valley, and I've been having a few off the top, and when they look like this, I don't mind at all. That's a cracking one.
What made you think that my mic was on?
Is it on?
No.
It's not?
No.
Oh, what do you want me to do about it then? It's on, isn't it? You're doing that thing again. Mega. Let's get a bit of carp care on him, and then we'll slip him back and have a look at the other one that I've just had that weeded me up. Something rotten. Sweet, mate. Let's get him back. Sweet. Let's get the other one out, eh? What are you saying? 19? 19? Oh yeah. It weighs £18. That'll do. Look how dark he is. What a mega fish. Look at the size of its paddle, mate. No wonder it beasted me. Look at that.
How many fish have you had out?
Look at the size of that. That is a mega upper double from the match lake at Swan Valley. I've had 4 off the top, I've lost one, I've pulled out of a few. They've been absolutely loving the floaters, and that has certainly made my trip a bit more enjoyable. Yeah, he's cool, man.
camo tape on your water butt. That is the epiphany of carpiness, mate. If you ain't got camo tape on your water butt, go home. Most important thing going. Otherwise you're not carpy.
I had two long sips of tea and then just basically sat there. Just literally like going,
It's a nice feeling, but it really ain't.
yeah.
You
don't know what to do. I couldn't get a drop on it. One of those, the tiniest little.
Was that was
yeah,
it?
tiny,
real shallow, just got the drop.
Felt quite. It was about, I reckon it was about 6-7 feet, I guess.
Brad, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to keep the other one in there.
Oh, it's definitely big. That's an actual carp, that one.
Yeah,
But smaller.
yeah, that's an actual one.
That's an actual carp. Yeah.
Knew what he was doing.
It's a carp, innit?
Yeah, man.
My name's Bowie for a start. Say what you like, mate. Say what you like. Down in No Carp Corner giving it the beans.
Giving it. Are you trying to take it?